Hey guys, it's Joe with Modern Survival Sense. I'm here to present a quick, hopefully a quick start and burn test of the BioLight stove, one of my favorite pieces of gear. I've been outside here for probably, 30-45 minutes. It's 18 degrees, and I've been prepping all the little pieces of tinder that I would need to start this up. And what I'll be doing is taking one of my fire kits that I keep with my knife. I actually have this with my BK16. Basically, it's nothing more than a piece of fat wood, and then I've got my trusty fire steel, or ferro rod rather. All right. Hopefully this goes well. I'm gonna, as you see, I've feathered the fat wood ahead of time. I'm going to go ahead and light it with the ferro rod away from the camera, and then bring it to the BioLight. Just for the record, I would be trying this with a lighter. However, my lighter fell in the snow that you see on my deck, and it virtually makes lighters worthless until they dry out. So I'm going to give my ferro rod a shot. Looky there. You drop it into the chamber. Then use your kindling. Hopefully, this will light right up. Now you got to be careful. You don't want to smother the fat wood. Once it starts to get going a little bit, you want to turn the BioLight on. And this will give me an opportunity to talk a little bit about the BioLight stove. The BioLight stove is a regular camp stove that runs off of biomass material like leaves, twigs, anything that'll burn. I've heard of cow patties even. What makes this one special over other biomass stoves is the thermoelectric generator that's housed in the plastic casing. There's a copper tube or pipe that actually goes into the burn chamber, and this will absorb some of the heat and transfer it to a thermoelectric generator. And what that does is create electricity to power a fan that will force air into the burn chamber and create a more efficient burn. And the excess energy is used to recharge the internal battery, and then once that's recharged, it'll put whatever excess energy is left into the USB outlet for charging devices. This can charge your cell phones or battery packs, and power LED lights. It's kind of a neat feature. Some may think it's kind of gimmicky, but if you want to recharge batteries for, say, flashlights and whatnot, it's kind of a cool feature. And they do make USB powered rechargeable, or rechargers rather. I don't know if you notice this, but the BioLight itself's on low at the moment. I could turn it up to high. It may look like a flamethrower. Of course, it burns everything faster too. But it's possible that it might dry stuff out faster as well. Now, what I noticed while I was burning the wood on low is because the wood is, somewhat wet and still kind of greenish, it smoked a lot, and it took a long time for that to dry out and then start catching. as soon as I turned it on to high, as you see now, everything started drying out a lot faster. There was a whole lot less smoke, and look, it's just like a flamethrower once it catches finally. So for the conditions that I was working with, high was obviously the better of the two settings to have it on, even if it does burn the wood quicker. Now the BioLight stove, it retails for $150, I believe, and they do have other accessories for it now, like the BioLight kettle pot. I do have that, and it works fairly well. And they have a camp stove also, which rests on top of it and has a couple legs that you could grill on, like a standard grill. It's kind of neat. I don't have that yet, but I may in the future. The only downside to this, as far as like camping or backpacking goes, is the weight of the unit. It weighs, let's see, it's right around 2 pounds. Yeah, it's 33 ounces for the whole unit. Yeah, it's a little bit on the large side, especially for, people are looking at the weight for backpacking. Now my brother has taken it out and with a group of 4 people, and he's used it for all of, heating of water. And he says it worked really good. The only issue that he had was the pots that they were using, or cups rather, to heat water. They were a little bit on the small side for setting on top. They wanted to topple over, so what they did is they actually put, a couple sticks up on top in order to rest the pots on, and then every once in a while, once the sticks burn up, then you would have to replace it with new sticks. It was a minor inconvenience, but it worked out, and they said that it worked great. They boiled their water like they needed to, and it was pretty cold conditions. Not quite as cold, I think, as what I'm testing it out on now, but still in the freezing to sub-freezing temperatures.
Well, I'm going to let this cool down and burn out. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. This is Joe. See ya.